Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, 24-hour temperature cast. Trying to keep us in the 80s. We did hit 90 officially yesterday. We're likely going to get back there again this afternoon, and probably for the next couple of days, 90 still in play. Usually we have to wait till like the middle of October before we can take that big step back with the temperatures on a more semi-permanent basis. So we did have a nice little break for a couple of days, but things are a little bit warmer and going to get a little bit more humid for the next several, and I think that's going to last throughout most of this week. Off to the western parts of the Gulf, that's where I see the biggest clouds and the best chances for showers. I still think we could find a sprinkle or two around here today, but I'm not counting on very many. It is 64 right now in Valdosta, not bad at all. 66, we'll take that in Thomasville. Tallahassee at the airport, 69, maybe just a skosh warmer than it ought to be this time of the day, this time of the year. 67 at Mariana, 65 at Camilla, 64 at Moultrie, at 67 in Perry. And of course, Apalachicola hanging on to 71. Not a lot of wind out there to stir things up. The dew point numbers are way up in the 60s, so we've got plenty of available moisture. And that means a little bit of patchy fog, something we're going to have to deal with. Higher pressure anchored out to our east continues to be the big weather player, and that will promote more of that east and southeast and even south wind flow. One of the ones that brings in a little bit more of that moisture. So you put all that together and we do cook up a few clouds. We do get that little more of an icky, sticky feel, but not like we do throughout the summer months, not even like we did early last week when it was constantly threatening and unsettled and gross outside. Instead, just that little reminder that we still have some summer-like weather around here for another couple of days. And yeah, that could trigger a couple of isolated showers, but I'm not counting on very many, not today or tomorrow or Thursday. Hurricane Sam is still out there. Category 4 storm, moving very slowly, maintaining its strength, feels like for days and days and days and days. But it is making that more of a curl to the north. That should keep it away from the islands of the Caribbean, and with a little bit of luck, keep it east of Bermuda. We will certainly keep our eyes on that. There's actually 2 more pieces of energy that are farther east in the Atlantic that we will continue to watch. Nothing that's going to impact our weather anytime soon, but certainly enough to keep us on our toes out there. Winds on the Gulf today, southeast and south 5 to 12, seas 2 feet or less, and we'll call it mostly smooth in the protected waters. Here's a look at the tide times. You can always double check these, WCTV.tv. It's our webpage. We're doing the high tides first. They'll wrap it up at 7:29, which is right when the sun comes up. So that sun comes up just before 7:30. We'll call it mostly clear with some patchy fog. I think 90s in reach again today. Partly cloudy, warm, a little muggy. We've had worse. We've had much worse. How about upper 60s and some low 70s to start tomorrow with more of the patchy fog? I'm going to leave the rain chances like 10% for the next few days. So that's kind of like zero, but a little bit more than zero. So while I don't expect showers, yeah, and isolated sprinkles possible, hopefully by next weekend, maybe we can start to inch those temperatures back down, guys.